Double Charlie, the director given by Hakuli should maintain. While you are approaching, you are welcome. Come, guys.
An assistant commissioner of police, Dusan Marcuston Estate, Aminu Umar has been killed by bandits.
About 300 terrorists ambushed the Assistant Commissioner of Police and his team.
He died as an honorable man because I know no governor or president in this country will die his hometown, will stand agog.
Late Aminu Umar until his death, was the Assistant Commissioner of Police and Dutsema Area Commander of the Nigerian Police Force in Katsina State. Trust TV will meet his family, relatives, and members of the society to know what his death will mean to the people.
I grew up in the same village, that is Dei, with him. His elder brother is a close friend, close associates. We school together at the same time. I know everybody in his family. And whenever we meet, he usually addresses me as Babban Yaya. So I felt it really.
Let me tell you what happened with the area commander. There was a time when in his area command they needed an armored personnel vehicle. And the Katsina State Police Command and the government had information that somebody in either Ogun or Ondo State is having a possession because it was auctioned to that man. They bargained a price of 6 million. Already, some people from another state were in that Ogun Ondo State for the same purpose. And they intended to give our police officers, the area commander, 10 million naira. Yes, that is a profit of 4 million. When they met the area commander said, no, that vehicle belonged to the people of Katsina. They have purchased it and they have paid the money 6 million. I am trying to show the patriotism in him. If it is somebody, 4 million, I believe throughout his stay in Katsina fighting these bandits, no anybody, single person that gave him 1 million naira. We were here when he gave out his children in marriage. Nobody gave him a donation of even 1 million. But 4 million, that is not even a government, it's not even a police matter, is an issue of helping the state. He got 4 million naira as a profit. If he likes, he can come back and said, we went to Ondo or Ogun, whatever, and we discovered that the person who owns that vehicle has already sold it out. Nobody will say anything. In the last conference we had with the area commander, these are his words. He met us together with the OC workshop. He said, if you know the lives of the villagers of those communities that this armored personnel carrier has saved, you cannot imagine, you cannot quantify the reward.
The demise of Aminu Umar is a great loss to members of the community. It has ignited fear and uncertainty among the people of Dutsema and neighboring towns.
Area commander, what happened, Aminu, there was one big bandit, his name was Iran Kase. He was killed through their own internal conflict. It was his colleague, bandits, that shot him dead. So now, and also that day, there was information that there were about 300 motorcycles around Safana area. And there were 200 motorcycles also around that Zaka area and all this kind of stuff. So now the area commander thought that, okay, since this bandit who died you know, they will do his funeral the following day. Let them plan to go to that place, maybe have some engagement with the bandits. So they went to that place. They took off from Kurfi, from the DPO's office on Kurfi, and they went with the DPO of Kurfi, with the APC of Kurfi, and area commander went to his APC, and some of the vigilante group and some police. Now, when they went to Zaka, the DPO of Kurfi told me he was the person who gave them pointer, who will take him to the place where they may be held in the funeral of that bandit. So that pointer man was going with them. He would say the place is not more than 1 kilometer, so they are going on foot. Then he said, no, it is the next rock there, you see. So later, one of the people who survived told me they realized that man definitely must be with the bandits. So before they knew, they were surrounded by the bandits, and the shooting took place and all this. Now, when the process was going on, one of the last people who was with the area commander, he told me the area commander told him he doesn't think he will survive this. So what is very important is let him save the rest. So he was tactically where then they were dispersed, and then they left him there.
Katsina State over the years have been filled with the activities of banditry and kidnapping. The need for reputable officers like Aminu Umar couldn't have been overemphasized.
Comprising PMF, that's Police Mobile Force, conventional police, vigilante,
you see,
ready for your addressor. Otherwise, no complaint.
Before he died, almost 2 or 3 days, that was on one Saturday, we had an attack of the bandit in the college here. So we are having this trouble when I called him around 1:40 a.m. At that time, he didn't respond. So I called the security officer of the college. He said he has talked to him. Then just after we have finished talking, he just called me. He said, Babaya, what is up? I told him this is the situation we're in. We need your assistance. He said, okay, I've already dispatched my people to this area. So by the time they came with the chaos of the people and the arrival of the police, which he sent, the bandits decide to run away, but they have already wounded the person or the victim. So he again called me that he understands they have injured the owner of the house, but they have not taken anybody out. But now his men are there taking that person to hospital immediately. And that's what happens. So in fact, this was my last encounter with him or discussion.
With the high level of insecurity in the state, the assistant commissioner was among the fearless officers who could match the bandits. Communities that were frequently attacked were saved by his operation.
We have access to him 24 hours. And everybody have his phone number in the community. You can call him. Once you call him, I can tell you, in a very short possible time, he will be there. Even if it is an area which is not under his area command. Because I remember when there was one operation that I was involved in the discussion. There is this guy near Kankara. They wanted to marry one girl, one big bandit wanted. So they will come to the something. He will send for the girl. He will stay in the town. Everybody is tense. The father doesn't want his daughter to marry a bandit, but they have no choice. So the man come, and even he came with other four of the other gang people. So they were checking in various houses if there is anyone they want. And that's how they do. They will come and talk to the guys and go back. They put a date even for the marriage. An area commander was able to swing there and arrested them. So when you see what is happening, daily rape, daily killing, kidnapping, you cannot go to the farm. There is nobody who has a single chicken in his house. So no cows, all they are with the bandit.
The death of the assistant commissioner was a happy moment for the bandits. They became vicious that they could afford to attack the president's convoy.
Ka ji abin da ya faru shi makwatas. An zo an ɗauke mata, inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Akalla cikin waɗanda aka ɗauka akwai mace mai ciki. Ta haihu a cikin daji. Ga mijinta an ɗauke mashi mata biyu. Ɗaya ciki gare ta haihu a cikin daji. Yanzu wannan da ta haihu a cikin wallahi da a ce area commander da nan. Allah kaɗai ya sani, amma wallahi wannan abin bai faruwa. Because lokacin da za a gaya mashi lokacin zai tai. Malam ƙarfe 11 suka zo. Sai da suka yi 2 hours suna cin karansu babu baka. Good 2 hours. Area commander za a zo kusa da gidan shi a ce ai awa 2 wanda ke bin su can cikin daji yake bin su ya juyo yaƙi ya kaso su ya dawo kuma Allah ya bashi nasara, amma a ce an zo har cikin garin Dutsen ma wai an yi awa 2 ana suna tabarin wuta suna kwashe mata da su wannan matan Abuwa Abdullahi Lawal da matan Usman Yarima sun kwashe su da 'ya'ya barkatai sun tafi daji da su. A ce area commander na nan wallahi abun bai waruwa, wallahi sai ya kore su, wallahi sai ya kamo su, wallahi sai ya kashe na kashewa, kuma wallahi bai bari a tai da su, sai ya bi su ya kamo su.
Yes, I know the area commander, his death has created a vacuum, a very big vacuum, because I know if he's alive, so many of these fights, he will take them head on, because I told you the man is a warrior. He's not afraid of entering inside any of these forests. Yes, they are afraid of him. Anytime they hear that he's coming, they run away. But let us not attribute the problems that we are facing in the state to the death of the area commander. If you study the general insecurity, it's not only peculiar to Katsina State.
We took another journey to Dei, a community in Manumfashi local government area, the ancestral home of the area commander, to talk to his family on what they make of him.
Mutum ne mai riƙon amana, sannan da addini da cika alƙawari. Shi bai taɓa hidin abu ya canza shi. Mutum ne na gari, ni tun da nake ban taɓa ganin mutum mai amana da riƙon gaskiya irin shi ba. Sannan duk wani abu da mutum, duk wani abu na hakkin iyali, 'ya'ya, 'yan uwa duk ya ɗauka. Alhamdulillah muna mai kyakkyawar shaida saboda ya same ta, saboda ya samu tarbiyya tun daga farkon haɗi zuwa.
As the wife of the late Assistant Commissioner fight to hold back emotions, she recalls some occasions she has tried to prevent him from going out late.
Akwai lokacin da aka kira shi misalin ƙarfe 1 na dare. Ya tashi bai ma sanar da ni zai hita ba saboda ya san ban san irin hitan nan, to amma saboda yana taimaka ma mutane ne. Na kama shi na riƙe na ce don Allah ka yi haƙuri, ya ce ɗahara ko kashe na aka yi a wannan abu da nake taimaka wa mutane na yi shahada. Ya ce ku yi haƙuri, ku yi man addu'a dai cewa idan na hita in can aka kashe na Allah Ubangiji ya sa in je gidan tsira. Idan kuma dai
We couldn't ask further questions. We directed our camera to the elder brother of the deceased.
Kamar yadda muke interview din nan da kai, a nan wurin ina nan wurin zaune ran asabar din ran talata 5 ga wata da misalin 5 saura wani abu, babban wansu wanda suke uwa ɗaya uba ɗaya, wanda nake ga maka wanda yake aiki a NDLE sai ya bugo min waya. Babban yaya mai gari, gani nan na kusa shiga Katsina, amma ni na zo ne in ga mahaihiyarmu, kuma a kan hanya sai gashi an bugo min an ce ga abin da ya samu Alhaji Aminu ACP. A nan kawai mun yi salati saboda ba mu da abin da za mu iya yi, wannan abin da Allah ya yi. Mun yi salati mun ka ce to ba mu da wani abin da za mu ci, Allah ya gafata mishi, amma mu ma bari mu tashi yanzu mu tafi, ba dutsen ma za mu je ba, bari mu tai Katsina, kuma Katsina nan ba za mu je ko hedikwata ba, za mu je mu dan samu wani wuri mu dan zauna bakin Federal Medical Center. Mun san kila in aka kai mai girma kwamishina gawar shi zai ce a kawo ta asibiti. Muna nan kawai kamar mun yi a daidai, mun zauna muna nan zaune sannan sai ga wata tawaga ta mai girma shugaban ƙasa da aka ce su ma sun kai masu hari. A nan aka shigo da waɗanda aka maraunuka, to mu muna ma tsammanin ko hadashi ne aka ce ba shi, ba a minti 20 ba sai kuma sannan gagawar shi ma. To muka diba muka gani muka ga to me za ka iya yi, ai sai dai salati kuma da addu'a. Mu yanzu ba wani abin da za mu yi, kullum addu'a dai muke ta ƙara yi mishi, Allah ya gafarta mishi, Allah ya sa aljanna ce mu kuma.
With the incessant killing and kidnapping in these communities, many people who could afford migration have fled to urban centers, while those who have no place to go are fighting back the kidnappers and bandits to secure their families and the rest of the community. This is evident in the creation of Katsina State Security Initiative, a vigilante group created to complement the number of police officers in combating the crisis.
I was out of my town in Kurfi. They called me, they said that some 2 people were kidnapped. So the following day I came to the town. When I enter the town, 40% of the people in the town have left. So now I have to start calling people. I say, look, come, I am here, I will be with you. Let's organize how we can be able to manage ourselves so that we can live in the best place we love. So now some agree to come, but of course I can tell you most of the elite, everybody take his mother, his sister, his daughter, and get them a house in Kaduna, in Katsina, and also in Abuja. So we immediately set this vigilante group. We also contacted. Now, after I have said, because my first responsibility is in Kurfi town, so later, now I contacted some of our friends whom I believe they are very active, and then we create this Katsina Security Initiative. So when the initiative comes, we say, look, we don't have any alternative. What you do is we put something, because you see, governments themselves, they don't invite maybe knowledgeable people to discuss these things with them. So anyway, we organize this group. We have some retired generals, we have AIGs, we have Air Force in the something, and the way academics who are also there, and we have, I was the coordinator of the whole thing, we bring Mama and Abubakar and Musa to chair the overall committee. Now we contacted the governor, who was very cooperative when we told him something, because what I think is killing a lot of these committees, the people have no commitment. And also, when they go and contact government, instead of them to concentrate on their activity, a lot of them is an opportunity to start asking favors from governments and all this. Once you do that, no government will respect you. So we make it very clear of our mission. So, and then we say, okay, let's get this vigilante, which you see some of the training. We organize training for them, in the Mopol headquarters. They were trained by military, police, and also civil defense, SSS. So they all participate in the training. So we basically maybe train about 100 from each local government. Now those are the vigilantes that we... So we started from phase 1 in Katsina, or that is Katsina Central. So we see how we can reach to the bandits, because you don't just sit people to be, you wait people to attack you, because by the time they attack you are not prepared. So you also have to go directly also to their camps, and that's what we exactly did. And then we found a very willing and very exceptional police officer who was also killed by the bandit recently, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Aminu Umar. We work very closely with him because he participates practically in every action. And then the state government provided some vehicle for the initiative, including even the APC. And then, so that's the initiative. We still, that energize many local environments that they have the courage to face some of this so that they get certain stability. But of course, and from our experience, we find out that a lot of people are not very sincere in the whole process. And I don't think people around governments, my own personal experience, except the governor who always tried to listen to also to maybe accept some of our recommendations. Most of the people around the government are not serious and are not interested.
The lingering crisis is changing the way of lives of the locals. Many who should be on their farms or carrying out businesses have retired and joined vigilante groups. Without sophisticated weapons, they are left with no options rather than fighting back or be oppressed by the bandits. Some believe politics is the root cause of the unending crisis.
Ɗaya daga cikin responsibility na kowace gwamnati shine ta tashi ta kare rayuka na mutane da dukiyoyinsu. Duk kuma gwamnatin da ta kasa kare rayuka da dukiyoyi na mutane, gaskiya to wannan gwamnatin ta tashi daga sunanta na gwamnati sai dai a kira ta da wani suna daban. Don haka shugabanni sai sun ji tsoron Allah, sai sun gane cewa, sai sun dinga ji a ransu cewa yes za su mutu su ma wata rana, sannan kuma za a tambaye su. Allah da ya halicce su ya ba su wannan mulkin zai tambaye su wata rana ya aka yi, ya suka yi, wani irin shugabanci, nau'in shugabanci suka ba al'umma su. Don haka dole gwamnati gaskiya sai ta tashi tsaye, sai an cire siyasa wajen tunkarar matsalar nan.
This is one thing that everybody, is disappointed in, especially at the time when people like ACP Aminu Umar was killed. Everybody expected that there is going to be a stronger enforcement to this area. Everybody expected that the government will now be much more proactive by bringing an army of security personnel to come and show the anger of the government to the people, especially to the bandits in particular. But as I am talking to you now, there is no any sign. If you go to this local government, these 5 local government under this area command, that will show that it is an action from the government to show anger over, the killing of this gallant police officer. No any sign to show that. So that means this kind of attitude may be demoralizing even to the security personnel who have the passion to do the job. Because had it been the government has shown anger, the government has shown, a kind of feeling that let's take this fight since it touches one of the most important personnel in terms of security in our area, so that we can show our anger to this criminal people. Instead of government to show that, they have shown adamant over the issue. No sign of care, no sign of concern, no sign of feeling bitterness from the side of the government. And what message do you think that is sending to other security personnel? It seems like if I am killed today, it is going to be life as usual. Every life goes on. So that will continue. It will continually be killing the morale. It will continually be killing the spirit. It will continually be killing, the kind of feeling, the kind of patriotic feeling by, security agencies.
If they are not forthcoming, that's why you are having this. As intellectual, ordinarily, if I am very comfortable, I don't care about why should I go to. Even now, a bandit will, aim me with a AK-47. Why do I have to take all those risks? If you have correct state governments that will not allow that. And these people, everybody know where they are. These are Doaleru they are talking. They know where he is. They know Dogojide. In around Katsina area also, they know Dankarami is there. They know Dangote. They know Audulankai. They know those people who were part of the people who killed the area commander, Osuma Maud group and Mohit India and all this. So they are there. Sometimes I suspect, because you wonder, how can that kind of activity, they use a motorcycle. This motorcycle is not a pin. How did those level of motorcycle reach those people? How do they get the fuel? How do they get the supply of the gun? How do they get ammunition?
However, the police public relation officer Gambo Isa confirmed to Trust TV that efforts are put in place to bring to book the perpetrators of those who killed the Assistant Commissioner of Police, citing the recent operation by the Nigerian Air Force killing the notorious bandit kingpin Abdul Karim Lawal as a retaliation.
You see, Abdul Karim has been fingered among those who went and invited terrorists, bandits from Zamfara State, and even ISWAP members to come and attack the area commander. Is fundamental, is one of them, and there are other members that we are still looking for. Yes, Abdul Karim is one of them. Yes, thank God. I'm very grateful to our sister security agencies for neutralizing him. Yes, he's responsible for so many attacks, not even on the area commander, on communities in Katsina State.
As the challenges of insecurity continue to deteriorate with destruction and sacking of local communities, politicians have continued to make promises while the citizens have also been told to continue to defend themselves. With security officers dying at the front line, the people have no confidence the crisis will end anytime soon. By extension, no meaningful development will take place at the grassroots, as poverty and starvation hits in and migration to urban centers have become the only option by the victims to save their lives and salvage properties from their attackers.